Hey everybody, it's Lewis Porter Jr. It is July the 25th, Monday. Oh, trying to get this set up right. As usual, middle of something. Hope you all had a great weekend. I had a pretty good weekend. I cut the grass and did some overtime at work, so you know how excited that sounds. So there you go. But it was a nice, quiet, relaxing weekend. I didn't get do anything too crazy. I just stuck at home. So, and this, of course, was a very, 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 very huge weekend for anybody involved in comic books or video games or TV shows or movies. Of course, it was San Diego Comic Con. That was, I mean, pretty huge. You can't deny it. So it's the biggest con of its type, all the way up in San Diego. What always upsets me the most about San Diego is that I've never had a chance to get out there. Well, that's not true. I had one opportunity to go out there back when I was, God, this must have been 1993. Yeah, I kind of like, I was still new. I was just out of college. I'd only been in college like a year, and I was like, oh, I don't know. I've never been out there before, and I just said, oh no, I won't go. Don't worry about it. I know I'll go sometime. I'll go next year. No big deal. At that time I was working for Attic Books, which was Comics Values Monthly. And I thought for sure I'd be going back. I knew I was going to be going back. It wasn't even a question. Not a big deal. And now 20, 23 years later, I still haven't gone to San Diego. And I think at this point, personally, it's gotten too big for me to actually enjoy the show as a fan of what I would have gone for. Because back then, when I would have gone for the comics. I mean, we're talking 93. I was heavily into comics. I mean, heavily thought I was going to be working for. At that point, I thought I was going to be working for any comic book company. Somebody just, jumping on that. And, it was like my first job out of college. I didn't know anything. I barely understood, how business really works. So, it was a great experience to do that job working at CVM. I really enjoyed that. But that being said, it was a crazy time. So, I'm thankful that I went to all the shows I did and all the shows I've been to since. But San Diego's always been the one that's eluded me. So it's kind of that weird feeling. It's. I definitely want to go to experience it, but it's San Diego. Why would you not want to go to San Diego? It is a con's con. If you talk about, if you want to do well, you go to San Diego. And if it does well in San Diego, boom. You pretty much can, sign anything you want. I'm just, man, I tell you. Whew, it's interesting. It's interesting. So, what's the most interesting thing I've seen? Well, first and foremost, from San Diego, the most thing that excited me were the trailers. If you want to check out, I'm going to put this link here on Mashable. Mashable was kind enough to do the smartest thing. And of course, I've lost the link now. Mashable put up all the trailers that were at San Diego in one location. So if you go to Mashable, I'm going to find the link. I'll put it in the link in the YouTube. I might see if I can find it, put it here, so you guys can check it out. I'll just see if I can find it real quick. So San Diego Comic Con, yeah. It's one of those. I think, I think just you have to go to San Diego. San Diego makes, to me, this is just me. This is not totally true. This is my feeling. San Diego makes, makes any con look small. San Diego is definitely about, taking it to that next level, being the big new person, and if you become popular there, you're going to do very well. I mean, that's the way. Well, that's what it used to be like for a long time. I think it's changed a little bit too. It's not the same kind of feeling it was. Because I remember at one point when San Diego was still, you had to be. It's kind of an insider thing, and we're talking. This is like 1990, 90s to 2000, even like up to 2000. I'd say 2004. It was one of those things. It was just one of those things that just happened to be that way. People didn't get into the field to do comics. They got into it because they liked comics and they liked comic books and they liked collecting. And then I think Hollywood found what it was, and we always knew this, that we were a great place to market to and develop from. So Now Hollywood's taken over San Diego, and I think it's less about the comics. It's more about what identity, what product or identity we can put out there that people get excited about, they want to sell, and so that's that's something important. And so if you're gonna, I think San Diego is good in the sense if you want to see how marketing is done to the masses and what kind of tricks you can do and what kind of things you can do. I think you can be very smart. I think it's in my pocket. I think a lot of people who are used to doing, excuse me, are used to doing marketing on such a small scale. You get someplace like San Diego, you know, you could be the hot new thing. You go to San Diego, become the hot new thing. You're the hot new thing. So that's how I just see that. And I'm sure a lot of people are like, well, why does this tie into role playing games? It all ties in. It's all together. It's all the same. Look, there are tons of shows coming out in like next year, tons of them, and tons of shows for Netflix and for Hulu and for everybody who's doing a TV network, or I can't call it a TV network, a show network. Let's just call it that. You as gamers, you as creative people, you as building IP, you should be thinking of ways how you can expand what you're typically doing. But you're going to, of course, do role-playing games. That's just the way it is. So we do games because we like games. But we're also making properties when we make these games so we can expand them out from where they are. Because we're basically all building worlds. Everybody who's building a campaign setting is building a world. And in that world, some cool stuff can be done that people can find interesting. But, it's just... I keep saying it all the time. I keep saying it all the time. We've got to push ourselves in a very different direction. The future of what we're doing needs to be pushed in that direction. We really have to go out of our way to just be different. I mean, we are doing awesome work. I think everybody is doing awesome work and everything you could ever imagine, but we're not pushing ourselves in areas that we could get into. And comic books is an area that would be very easy for all of us, and also smart. I've talked about this many times before. I brought it up several times before. I usually bring it up on Wednesday and we do Comic Book Day, but I think it's important. I think it's important for us to understand how important it is. See, I wish I had. See, I don't have it near me. I think Paizo and Watsi have shown us the way to do that kind of stuff. We have to think forward. We have to start being that kind of creative, and it's just smart for us in the long run. It's just smart as us as creators. It's just a smart thing for us to do. I've talked about this many times. I keep saying it over and over, but I think it's important. I think it's important that we talk about it over and over and over. It is what it is. I think, we have to be serious about it. That's just me. So, but like I said, this week's been kind of a light week. I think everyone's getting ready for Gen Con. I've seen a lot of artwork go up. I've seen a lot of people I know have put stuff together and been posting stuff up, which is really kind of cool. It's good to know that people are preparing for it. Like I said, upsettingly, I won't be going, but I am kind of, as a true fan, I'm glad it's going to be happening. I think there's a lot of cool stuff that people are going to see, and I think a lot of cool stuff we're going to do. So, if you guys are fans, you should go. If you can go, take pictures, have a good time, enjoy yourselves. I will appreciate it very, very much, even though I can't be there. But it is what it is, That's, I'm trying to be the best father I can. And sometimes you got to sacrifice things you don't want to do. I don't want to miss the con, jeez. But it's better being a great father. It's just a better choice for me. I'm okay with that. Whew! It's getting so emotional today, getting all teary-eyed. Maybe we'll be crying a little bit. Sing a little Kumbaya, maybe. That happens sometimes when you're doing stuff. For example, with 2 weeks out, I've done a little bit of publishing. Nothing really crazy. Wow. Even when I try emptying my if you don't know this, all right. Every day I try emptying my mailbox. And personally, if I can get down to where I only have 40 emails in my email box, I think that's an accomplished day. Now, I know a lot of you are laughing. You said 40 emails. Like, yeah, I have usually about 40 emails in my inbox. And, I'm thankful. I got a new email. Here's a new artist. I'm going to mention his name. I'm gonna put him in the notes, too, because I liked his artwork. I thought it'd be kind of cool. His actual name is Julio Cesar Oliveira Rocha. And that's, it actually just goes by Julio Rocha. And that's Julio Is it J-U-I? J-U-L-I-O. Last name R-O-C-H-A. Here's a website, www.ju, good lord, J-U-L-I-O-P-O-T, P-O-R-T, port. I get it now. So I'm like, why would he call it that? Julio Portfolio. Get it? There you go. So he has a portfolio there available. I liked a lot of his pieces. I thought it's a good, some solid stuff. Some stuff needs some work, but still, it's solid artwork. He has. What I do like is that he did this one on weapons, which I'm like, ooh, this is a cool looking weapon. He did different variations of the weapons. It's Pegasus Paladin Bow. It's a cute piece. It's a nice piece. It's a useful piece. So that's something you might want to check out. And as an artist, I just thought it was really cool. So I said, hey, I don't know if I have any work for him, and that's always the problem. Which you want to get people work as soon as possible when they send it to you. It's just timing is always a big issue, as always. So I don't know if I can. So I just want to talk them up here. So if anybody else knows, always you can check out the show notes on the YouTube. So they'll have his stuff in the show notes, so you can have it just in case you're going to find them and you use them. Just mention them that you saw them on my show. It's important, like I always say, it's important to tell people. So that's going on with that. I got some feedback and some stuff back from my guys who are writing our stuff for LPJ Design, and the newest thing we did, I think, is this actually online yet? I can't remember. You can't, a lot of stuff online happens. We finished, or let me phrase it, I finished, well, let me even get that more. No, it's not online yet. Someone submitted, well, not submitted, finished the Shani Banu, our spiritualist iconic, the one that was based off of Sexy Phoenix. I gotta put her name in there. Someone finished the actual write-up for the 3rd level and the 5th level version, so I have them done. I thought I uploaded them, apparently I did not, but when I do, I will let you all know. Like I said, I thought I did, but things happen all the time. But I think this is going to be another, awesome piece. I think people are going to like the iconic. It works very well. The art and the stats fit very, very well together. Like I said, I think it's a great piece. That's just me. But I think people will enjoy it. People are, Pathfinder fans. And it's important. Once again, it is incredibly important for us as fans to not just like this stuff, not just support it. I mean, you got to go out. I mean, we got to use it in our games. You got to play it. You got to have fun with it. You got to, you've got to do what you're supposed to do. Make it exciting. So that's why I think this will be a fun piece. This piece? All right. Just want to get her linked correctly in the show notes. It's always important. That's another thing, Oh, as always, I keep telling everybody, do us a favor, go by our YouTube channel and support us and sign up and subscribe. It's very important. I can't say it enough to everybody who comes to and to subscribe to us. Thank you so much. I incredibly am appreciative of it. I mean, you could be doing anything else, and you spend your time, 4 nights a week watching me, drink water and talk about the industry and what's going on and stuff like that. So if you really like this show and you're really interested and you want to see more, please feel free to sign up on our YouTube page. Our YouTube page really kind of helps track us, like what we're doing and what we're not doing. It's a lot of stuff going on. Just Google Analytics is very helpful on that. So we always actually swing by and do that. I know some of you are like, but Lewis, I watch you on Facebook all the time. Yeah, but we may leave Facebook one time. We may stop doing it like this. We may go back to traditional ways we've done it before using YouTube. I don't want anyone to miss out on the opportunity for it. So do us a huge favor. Go in, subscribe. Even if you miss the regular show, it comes up to you in the feed that you're getting it. So it's just a good thing. Looks like some more third-party guys are looking for workers for projects. So, hey, I'm on Paizo. I'm on Paizo.com. I guess I'll mention that in the notes. There's some third-party work at Paizo. So if you are a up-and-comer who wants to start or find a way to break in, this is a great opportunity. I wish more people would take chances at this. I think even like I said, even if you may not do great or you're not sure, just go out there and try, man. Try to get out there and get known, because that's what it's all about. Just trying over and over and over. Yeah, that's really it. Yeah. Oh, before I also forget, this is actually kind of big. But even though it hasn't happened totally yet, it's in the process of happening. I'm going to actually announce it. I can announce it now. I'm the guy in charge. I'll do what I want. So, A while back, we got in touch with someone who was going to do some freelance work for us, and they mentioned to us that they had a great understanding of Hero Lab. So I pitched them. I said, "Hey, look, really appreciate the work you want to do, but just wondering, with the Hero Lab stuff, would you ever be interested in doing something else attached to it?" So we kicked around some ideas back and forth, and it looks like, cross your fingers, it hasn't happened yet, but it looks like we may be doing new Exodus races for Hero Labs. So I don't, like I said, I haven't got that. We just sent it out. The person's doing development now. We're hoping to get it back soon. Once we get it back and we think it's pretty good or pretty decent, we may, there's a lot of may offer one of the races for free just to check out to see if people are interested. And then from there, put the other ones up probably for sale in a pack. Maybe like something like 99 cents. Or maybe attach it to the new Exodus new book or the old book. Or like I said, I'm not sure what we're going to do. But I know we're going to have it. I know we're going to have the races. I know they're going to be readily available. And that's all the new races and all the original races, which is, Android, Kavian, Sanian, Dalreen, Anuka, Sasori, Patan, Permidian, Half Giant, Human. I say Android? I say Android already? I think that's all of them. Is that all of them? I think that's all of them. Wait. I can go to my big edited book to make sure, because I thought I got them all. A lot of races we got here. Androids, Kavian, Sanian, Dalreen, Anuka. Anuka, I think, will be the toughest one. I think getting those right will be the tough mathematics. Half Giant, Human, Beat It Bug. I'm doing Sicky. Oh, Calisan. I knew I forgot one. Calisan. Primidian, Patan, Sasori. No, Sasori, and I think that's it. Oh, Tiefling. I knew it. See? Tiefling. You got a lot of races in this book, man. And other various races. So, if you're a fan of Hero Lab, you will be seeing that soon. I'm hoping to have that, as soon as possible so you guys can see it, kick the tires, having a great time about it. I'm hoping this works out even better than I planned, but if it doesn't, it doesn't. But we're gonna make it good. We're gonna make this good. We're gonna get you guys enjoying this. I think it's an awesome piece, and I think if it's done well, this would be awesome. Like, look, just point blank. We've never done this. We've always wanted to do something like this, and I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm going to try my best to make sure it does work. So, there you go. I guess it's going to be a real quiet show tonight because there's really no big focus. We don't have anything. It's all been very kind of quiet. Did I miss something? Picking out Ian Worlds. I actually had a busy day today, so I didn't even check the news. And San Diego Comic-Con's been controlling everything. So it's been very tough to get anything new and exciting. Apparently WotC has... I'm not going to write this about this. WotC has new social media guidelines. I don't know what happened there. I didn't really look into that. I just like that it popped up in the thread. So you'll check in the show notes. Let's see what that's about. I'm sure it's something restrictive. And that's the problem with a big company. You can't let people just say whatever they want and do whatever they want in your name because there's lawsuit aspects to it. So it's got some downside. I feel sorry for large companies because they're kind of restricted on stuff and you can't just But that's the business. That's the business we're in. That's what happens. It is what it is. And of course, how long has this thread been going on? It's only 38 comments. It's not that long. It's been coming on from Friday. And so they're giving me a whole bunch of things. Okay, I don't know what's going on. I'm not going to really get into this. You guys can read into it. There's a link to it. Knock yourselves out. But this is going to be something exciting. Yeah. Oh, that's right. I totally forgot about that. I guess I can mention this. No, I actually did mention this already. Because that happened Thursday night. I mentioned it already. So, the whole Star Trek RPG. So, yeah, I think I mentioned that already. But yeah, it's been a very quiet weekend, which is, quite unnerving for some. But it's okay. You can have it's good to have a quiet week, But San Diego kind of was crazy enough. And we've had a pretty quiet week. I've been sitting back. I've been waiting for my editor to come back with some stuff for New Exodus. So it's been kind of calm. I've been, talking to some people, more like doing business, that kind of stuff. But nothing that's been, super duper crazy that was important. But it's all good. So with that, I'm going to wrap up. It's just a quiet night. So they all can't be like superstar nights, but some nights will be quiet. This will be a quiet night. Tomorrow might be me screaming about something. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not even talking about anything. All right, I'm done. Thank you all for watching. As always, like I say, go to our YouTube channel, subscribe, very important. Got to subscribe, very important. And you all have a good night, and I'll talk to y'all tomorrow.